Well, now the cannabis crusaders still battling to save lives. Despite changes to federal laws that allow doctors to prescribe medical marijuana, those who were promised immediate access to the drug are still waiting, and sufferers say the delay has already cost lives.
Realistically, every time I have a spasm, it's life and death.
Ben Oakley's frightening and unpredictable neurological condition has made his life a living hell. Known as stiff person syndrome, it locks his muscles from head to toe. His whole body convulses in agonising spasms.
If you can try and imagine a police taser being held to your back. I've had spasms lasting minimum couple of seconds. I had an episode one day where I had 61 spasms in 9 hours, and one of those went for 2 hours straight.
The syndrome's so rare, only 20 Australians have it, and it's left doctors puzzled. So after trialling almost every prescription drug to keep the spasms at bay, Ben tried medicinal cannabis.
In the last 4.5 years, the medicinal cannabis has been the best thing that's happened to me.
600 seizures without it, just 3 in the 2 years he's been taking these illegal capsules. Where would Ben be now if it wasn't for medicinal cannabis?
Ben would be dead. I have not a single doubt about that at all.
Ben's dad, Michael, is a former nurse, and after seeing just how effective it's been, he has no qualms about breaking the law to help his son.
Why the hell would I stop something that was giving him no side effects, that was helping to improve his life, that was giving him a quality of life that no medication had by that stage, simply because some bureaucrat said that it was the wrong thing to do?
And it's this woman, Adelaide's Jenny Hallam, who's been Ben's supplier. Jenny started making cannabis oil for herself after 15 years on prescription morphine.
I have something that can help people, and I just feel an obligation to do something about it. When people are suffering and they've been told there's nothing else, when they've been told go home and die by their doctors, we can't help you anymore, and I know I've got something that can help them, how can I say no?
And you don't profit from this at all?
No, I don't. In fact, it costs me money to do it.
The sting in this tale, though, is despite changes to federal laws which now allow doctors to prescribe medicinal cannabis, manufacturing and supplying the drug is still illegal. And that's landed Jenny in hot water.
They've given me the choice of either going to jail or watching people die, and I would rather go to jail.
Jenny's Hillier home was raided by police earlier this year. She's since been charged with manufacturing and supplying the drug and faces up to 9 years jail.
The day that they raided me, they sent 4 police officers. They came to the door and I told them that there was cannabis and cannabis oil on the premises, that it was used to save the lives of people that were sick and dying, and that anything they took that day could cause somebody's death. I warned them that, and they still walked in the door and they still took all the cannabis oil.
And did it cause a death?
Yes, it has caused a death. So far, 1 death, and it could be more.
More because even though sufferers like Ben can now turn to doctors for help, there's still no legal supply available. In Ben's case, whose access has supposedly been fast-tracked, he's been waiting since January.
Even though I've been granted TGA approval to get on a legal source of medicinal cannabis from the Australian government, I'm still technically breaking the law and I'm still not on a legal source.
Others have been told there's a 7-month wait.
The government is basically torturing the people that are the sickest and those that are suffering the most by dangling this carrot in front of them that isn't there.
And despite a jail term hanging over her head, Jenny, along with Ben and Michael, have stepped up their fight, pushing for medicinal cannabis laws to move quicker and to go further to let suppliers like Jenny fill that life and death gap.
No, they can't push it into the shadows anymore.
Right.
Because it's been put in the shadows for way too long. This works where so many other things don't. That's why we keep standing up.
I don't want to see people die anymore. This is beyond frustrating. I'm sick and tired of having to bury my friends and loved ones when they're suffering.
And furthermore, Jenny says her repeated requests for meetings with Health Minister Jack Snelling have been fobbed off. So depending on the outcome of her court case, she's now planning to run as an independent at next year's election in the seat of Florey.